back to my channel. What I'm doing today is telling you how to plan your next Disney vacation. Things you need to do to prepare for that. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have already started to plan for next year's trip. So now we just got back in October from our trip to Disney World in the fall, and we loved it, but there are definitely some things we would want to change up and switch. But there are things you have to do to prepare for a Disney trip. Now, you do not have to do that. You can be a very spontaneous person, but I do believe that by putting more time and effort or into investing in a Disney vacation planner would really help enhance your time at the Disney World and Disney parks. So whenever you're looking at planning a Disney vacation, 7 to 11 months from the time when you want to go, you need to look at booking your hotel. Now, I know that's not always an option depending on how you deal with your work. Like I can usually put off for whatever week I would like to, so I don't usually have that kind of issue. But depending on how your work does it, some people have to wait till January to put in for that, so they kind of have to look at the end of the year. So that's something to keep in mind, because typically the 7 to 11 month window is when your best chance is to book if you're going to stay on property, because a lot of times you'll get to those, especially those high peak times, and there won't be any availability no matter how much you'd like to pay. So again, the farther out you can look, the better, but you can't even book farther than 11 months in advance. So no reason to try to look ahead of time. I mean, you could get an idea what you want to do, but you cannot book until 11 months before your first day of check-in. So there's not a rush before then, but there's a rush to kind of have an idea of what you want to spend and what you want to do there. So especially if you're going to stay on property. After you have booked your hotel, the next thing to look at is 180 days out, which if you do the math, that's 6 months out. That's when you can do dining reservations. Again, you do not have to do reservations early, but if you're wanting to get those hot ticket items like Cinderella's Royal Table and Chef Mickey's, any of these kind of character meals or any really table service, your best bet is to decide what day you want to have it on and make your dining reservation. That way, if that's something you really want to make sure you do, that way you get a reservation. Next big milestone would be 60 days out, which is 2 months away from your trip. You can book your fast passes. Now, depending on the park, there is sometimes tiered fast passes, so you have to look into those, and it will explain it really easily once you get into the My Disney experience. So again, all of this is done online as well. So you'll just be able to, once you've booked your trip, to have a reservation number and then log into that, including your My Disney Experience app on your phone if you would like. So 6 days out, you can book your fast passes. You usually get 3 per park, and so you can space them out throughout the day. You can make some of them to be like shows, and then once you've used those, you can then book more throughout the day by using your My Disney Experience app. But you kind of got to decide what park you want to go to on what day to book the fast passes that you'd want, because otherwise you might be getting fast passes for all the same things, but you may not be going to those same parks. So that's something to keep in mind. Then after you've got your 60 days out fast passes, then you're only 2 months away. So at that point, but whenever you also do your dining reservation 6 months out, you can buy your tickets at any time. So there's no rush. You'd be looking for different types of deals, but they don't really run much. So at any time there, for sure, go ahead and you want to purchase your tickets. But in order to get your fast passes, you would have to have purchased your tickets. So that's 2 months in advance. So let's just say buy tickets before then. And that depends on what kind of tickets you want. Do you want a park hopper? Do you just want a 1 day a piece? So what kind of ticket are you looking at? We typically go for the multi-day park hopper. We're looking at probably taking 1 day off in the middle next time, but we'll see. But once you've got your fast passes and your tickets and your dining reservations and your hotel, that's when you can start looking at your sample itinerary, deciding, for sure, this is the day we want to go to, the places we're going to go to, and the places we're going to eat. Then you can think about your quick service, like which ones are you wanting to go to, and then you can just kind of continue on and doing research and go ahead and start making yourself a packing list. I've made myself a packing list, and I use it every time. And then that way I already have a list of what I'll need, and I can add to it as needed from year to year to see if that's what I'm going to need to take, or if I think I want to take more sunscreen or less or something like that, and it kind of depends on the year. Also, if you like to do little gifts for your kids and entertaining things, that's something to get in mind as well as like what stroller, what diaper bag, all those kind of things. Just get in mind what you want to take. And that way the week of, you're not really, like concerned and everything. That way you just get out your packing list and go ahead and pack it right away the week of your trip. And then you just get ready to go. So, and again, though, keep in mind with your packing, if you're flying or driving, that kind of can depend on what you're going to pack. So, and if you'd like to see a packing list, feel free to comment down below, and I'll be glad to go over a packing list for you guys. So, comment below any other things that I'm missing when planning a Disney vacation. Because I absolutely love planning a Disney vacation. It is so fun. I've been thinking about becoming a travel planner. If any of you guys would be interested in having me be a travel planner for you guys to do Disney, please comment down below. I just wonder if there'd be any interest if I would be starting to do that. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and check out my vlogs where I go to Disney and other places. And just God bless, be adventurous, and I'll see you next time. Bye!